It makes me feel sick. It could bring me to tears. And I've never realised how much that actually affects me. But it really, really does. Hey everyone, it's your girl Naya, and it is that time. It is wrap up of the week. And this week I actually had to make some notes because it was so profound what I experienced this week for self-development, that I really wanted to make sure that I didn't miss a trick. Now, like, one of my things is I hate wasting people's times. I hate people that waste my time, but more than that, I feel like if I've arranged something and I'm going to waste everyone's time, I take it really personal and it makes me feel sick. It could bring me to tears, and I've never realized how much that actually affects me, but it really, really does. So anyway, I'm going to put you in the picture up. This week I had a studio session. Bear in mind that this studio session itself had been cancelled previously, so a lot was riding on this session. And anyway, get to the session, and two of my artist friends, Nai and Malika, were on their way, and I get outside the studio, and my studio engineer is fantastic. He's amazing, but he ain't answering his phone. Long story short, he weren't there. There's no studio session booked for today, okay? And as the girls have arrived, like, they can probably see the angst and the stress in my face because I don't hide things very well. Yeah, if I weren't really keen on you, you're probably gonna know because you're gonna see it in my face. And anyway, they've arrived, and I've said, look, I've just put this whole thing in the bin, put the idea in the bin, put the project in the bin, put all of the work that I've already done in the bin. I can't do this anymore because after the first cancellation and now this, we're actually here. Like, I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I don't know when I can even fit this in. Anyway, in my world, I would like to say I'm probably the person that has the fire extinguisher, and I'm the person that puts out fires. And very rarely someone slides in and just takes control and figures it all out, because I can just figure it out on the spot. But in this moment, I couldn't figure out shit. So I'm standing there, and then Nai says, give me a second. Where are we? We're here. And there's a studio just down the road. Within 15 minutes, probably less to be honest, Nai had made a call, figured out a studio space, figured out an engineer. And within 20 minutes, we'd reparked our cars, made our way into the studio session, and had a fucking epic session of just joy, you know? And for me, I feel like sometimes when you are the person that is always putting out the fire, it can feel a little bit tiring, and you kind of forget that there are other people that can put out fires as well. I'm just not the one fireman in the village. There are many more people, and it made me reflect on my Trybe team who are working on Trybe with me, and looking at all of their qualities and realizing that everyone has solutions, everyone has a way out, or everyone has a better way of doing things. Like, there are other people out there that can actually help you expedite what you're doing, or just relieve you of that mad stress, because they're willing to hold the fire extinguisher, and they're willing to put the fire out, and they're willing to figure out a solution so you don't have to. So my top tip this week is, if you don't have anyone in your life that can hold a fire extinguisher, if you don't have anyone that you can rely on to put out fires with you, then try and find somebody. You know, when you're building your teams and when you're building your businesses and when you're putting people around you to do certain things, make sure you have other key players on board that are able to bear that little bit of stress, because that tiny bit of stress could just put you off of doing a whole thing. And for me, I was in that moment, I said, yeah, I'm not doing it. I actually felt like giving up. And I'm not really the person that wants to give up. But after being beaten down so many times and let down so many times, you just start to feel like, is God steering me into a different direction? And then you feel like, well, no, maybe God's just putting a hurdle there to see if I'm going to jump, to see, how bad do you really, really want this? So yeah, that's my wrap up of the week, guys. Thank you for watching, and have a productive week, and I'll see you on the other side.